Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this a bit of an unusual Innistrad draft game. I was supposed to put this out on yesterday, Halloween, but I didn't get around to it because this didn't come up for a while. So we start off straight into games because the draft portion took way too long. We had a pretty decent hand. We went into black-red vampires, splashing a bit of werewolf, and got down to Inscare, double white, and yeah, Inquisitor. The Inquisitor is like one of the best cards against our deck for Innistrad draft. It's first strike, it's vigilance and protection from absolutely everything we run. And I didn't get a lot of removal, so deploy the Screeching Bat just to get another flyer on the bounce. But this guy's deck is amazing. So there's Spectral Flight right there. So now the Elite Inquisitor has another keyword of flying. So now we can't get around it in the air either. The bat's the only thing that can block it right now, but it becomes a 5/5 vampire if you want to transform it. We do not. And then there's another piece of equipment to make this thing even bigger. I gotta admit, this Inquisitor gets very scary very quickly. My black-red deck, I feel like I drafted okay when I first drafted it. The games went on, we went 0-3 with it. It's actually pretty bad in comparison. We ran up against white-blue humans. I think it was white-blue humans again. And then green-white humans. So apparently everyone's drafting humans in draft for Innistrad. And there's the Avacyn Priest. So that's pretty much the end here for game one. There's a 7/4 that I can't block, and a 1/2 that's going to keep tapping down the one things that we could possibly block with if we had anything that wasn't a werewolf, vampire, or zombie. So there's the Heron. That's the other 3/2. So they're pretty much exact lethal right there. I deploy the Noble just to give us some sort of grace against the Moon Heron. I have to attack with the 5/5 because that's just what he does. I really don't know why I attacked with the 2/1 here. I think it's because I knew I was already dead because I couldn't block the 7. I just decided, you know what, because he can't block, I'll just chuck him under the bus. Do the trigger for a drain. So now it's exactly lethal, and I have no blockers. So we move on to game 2. I sided a lot of stuff in now. I think I took out the Altar's Reap. They're really good, but not here. So here is game 2. Start off with a pretty bad hand, hoping for a red source really from our draw, and I think we get there. That was a really clutch top deck for that mountain. We would have probably been okay because we still would have been playing Interloper, but we wouldn't have been able to deploy the Furor of the Bitten to make this thing go absolutely crazy. Because it can't block anyway, so what makes it better? Making it 4/3 that can keep swinging really hard. Our opponent deployed Invisible Stalker. It's a really good card. I want to say it could see play in Boggles. I don't know why. I think it's because Slippery Boggle is a 1/1 for 1. But hey ho, there's the Screeching Bat again deployed. Just keep smacking him for 4 really until such a time where he can't really stop me. I think the Fox takes the. Okay, so he swang right in with all of it. I don't block. I don't need to. I'll have to keep all my creatures up. I think he was waiting for me to block into the Fox and then chain to sacrifice it so that he could kill my. There's the Village Cannibals. This card is amazing against. It's like the anti-human card I picked up because it's whenever anything dies, that's it. That's human. I just start getting more counters. It becomes crazy, and it's beautiful when it goes off. The Angel of Flight Alabaster. I went up against a lot of really good cards that in the rare slot for people's drafting. I never got any, so there we go. I'm kind of doing what I can with my uncommons and commons. Here, I love this little play I did. So I Furor of the Bitten onto the Cannibal, so it's now a big 4/4. Then Tribute to Hunger. Now you got two choices. I gave my opponent really two choices: kill your angel that can block, or kill the human and make the village cannibals a 5/5, because Invisible Stalker is a human. So it just makes the cannibals huge. A 5/5 on turn 5. That's not too bad. I'll take that. Or is it turn 6? Turn 6, sorry. So here goes Butcher Cleaver onto the angel. So it's now 7/4. And we have the bat. I decided to actually transform the bat in this case, because the bat, when transformed, it doesn't have flame, but it's a 5/5. These are the two, and this essentially is as big as my deck can go as a 5/5, but it's a transform. And that was the win. So we're on to game 3. So this is the tiebreaker. I had a terrible 7. Going to a 6. It was... I actually don't know why I kept this. There's a lot of red with no red source, so I think I'm punting here for a mountain again. And do I get there? Wow, I seem to be able to get mountains whenever I want to in this. This is quite surprising. I'm actually shocked that every single time it's... Yeah, this is, again, the beginning of the end. As soon as my opponent gets the Elite Inquisitor down, there is literally nothing this deck can do. And this isn't the first. This was game 1. Game 3, I think, as well. Elite Inquisitor appeared again. And any time it appeared, I just can't do a single thing with this deck. Turns out, and yeah, there's the Mask of Avacyn as well. So with the Mask of Avacyn, it gives Elite Inquisitor hexproof. And as this plays out, because this literally is an unwinnable situation, because I can't target it with spells, I can't kill it with any of my creatures, I just leave it. So this is a new kind of take on what I'm going to try and do. This is only one game of the 3 for Magic Online draft. I would rather... This is the best game of it all, which was game 1. The other 2 were pretty poor. If you'd like to see the whole VOD of it, I do have all of the footage, including the draft. So if you wanted to see my draft picks, to see what I kind of chose and everything, I can upload that all. It's not terrific. I passed a lot of good stuff, including an Elite Inquisitor, which I feel that it was in pack 2, so I probably should have gone into white. It probably would have been a lot better than what I drafted in the end. I'm just drawing lands after land now. This is just terrible. But in the end, we are looking at a complete loss. I can't do much else. So I will be doing more of this. There will be some more Magic content soon. I'm just waiting for this read to close out. I think it's pretty close to closing out now. Let me know what you guys thought. What your thoughts are on Innistrad, what your thoughts are on the games themselves. I feel personally, because of the... Oh dear god, that's hexproof and lifelink 6/4. That's evil. I feel that the flashback drafts are amazing if they weren't Phantom. I don't understand why Magic Online is not doing these as Phantom real drafts now, because last time I did them, they were real drafts. You kept the cards. Now they're Phantom. You don't keep anything from it, so it's a little bit disappointing. And here's my last desperation when I realised it's a zombie snake. I can't win. So there we go. That is the end of the match. Thank you very much for watching. Tell me your thoughts on it, and I will catch you again next time.